This is the first textbook, probably in any languages, that is based on semantic roles, not on grammatical relations. And that is very important because grammatical relations change in different alternation of a sentence, but the semantic role stays the same.
Grammar is totally reorganized around the task of composition, of writing in a foreign language. We began with the American Council on Teaching of Foreign Languages guidelines for proficiency. And students who are trying to achieve advanced proficiency in a language, as most of the students in this class are, need, for one thing, they need to be able to narrate. They need to be able to tell a story in the past spontaneously. So we did a careful analysis. What does a student need in English or Spanish to tell a story? For example, not only past tenses and pronouns, right, but also things, textual connectors like meanwhile, afterwards, next, or even expressing reactions. Imagine my surprise when, and things like that.
One of the things that is the best of the book is the students. When we are in class and we explain the concept and we see the sparkle in the eye of the student because they are understanding it like never before.
Yeah, you can see that.
We can see that. We see that, and they are. So we ask a question, and they figure out the solution, and they want to scream the answer, and that is the best testimony. That's the beauty of the book. I did not decide to write the book with him. It was him who...
So you were the one who...
Well, when I came to Wake Forest, I was put in charge of teaching grammar and composition in Spanish. There was not a good book for it, especially with the expectations I had. So I started writing my own, chapter by chapter, and at first as a course supplement. But the kinds of things that I wanted the students to have with better grammatical explanations, as Luis was pointing out, as well as organized around the task of narrating, describing, and so forth. And so I started developing this, and a lot of chapters were done already, and then Luis came to Wake Forest and joined me. He was a former student of mine, graduate student, and we'd worked together a little bit more since then, and we're friends. And so it was like a godsend for him to suddenly show up at Wake Forest. And so since he had also started teaching grammar and composition, and it also started developing materials, innovative materials for the course. And since I knew he was an excellent linguist, because I taught him, we just teamed up together, and it was a perfect match.